My grandmother was a lovely, kind, loving soul. She loved her family, she loved to feed everybody. She lived for her family, she lived for people in her life. What we first noticed that she kept falling in her house, and first she just thought, oh, maybe it's like, her irons are low, or she's not eating properly, or her sugars are low. But she kept falling repeatedly, and then we requested for like an extensive test to be done, and she got diagnosed with MND in 2015 at Queen's Hospital. As a family, obviously, we were in shock, and with grandma's constant falling, and then we just needed to reach out to help. And we just needed, we needed somewhere for her to go. So my auntie Amina, she found St. Francis Hospice through a lot of Googling and research. And the facility that she found for her, which was suited to us at that time, was just for grandma to go twice a week via a dial-a-ride system, to come to St. Francis just to use the daycare system, just so it gave us a break and gave her a break. She'd never been in a hospice environment or a care home environment or even anywhere by herself, so she was not used to that. So the first few visits were done by my auntie and her. My auntie would travel from Clapham to take her on a Tuesday and a Thursday, but she loved it. She very quickly adapted to it. Grandma very quickly was just very responsive, which it came to a surprise to us as well. So she always said there's fishes in the pond. They were really big goldfishes. She loved that. Well, for her, it was a place to come and live. I think that's where she got her first glimmer of light. Because since my grandfather passed away when he was quite young, when he was only 52. So she's been a widow for X amount of years, 20 odd years. But even during that whole period, especially after he passed away, she really sort of donated her life to her family. But the hospice, it was her time, and she looked forward to it. I think seeing how much it helped grandma, the staff used to help her do ablution. So before we pray, we wash our face and our arms and legs. And grandma was a woman who was very strict about her prayers. So she said the staff always helped her after she's been to the toilet to do her ablution, so she wouldn't miss her prayer. So because, St. Francis Hospice helped her with her faith, it became more accepting for everybody else as well. I actually had counselling here for 18 months. Every Monday afternoon I would come here. It was like clockwork. I used to have counselling, then have lunch and then go home. It was like clockwork. And even though it started off with the healing of the loss of grandma, because grandma was actually, I spent more time with grandma in my childhood than I did with my mom. So for me, yes, she was my grandma, but I actually lost my mother. It was the same sort of thing. It opened up a lot of childhood trauma, which I had to deal with. And I think I left after those 18 months when I was officially, when it was over, I actually left as a better person, a stronger person, a more confident person. So yeah, I don't think I would have been sitting here telling this story without having in tears if I didn't have that counselling. The most important thing, thank you. Yeah, thank you.